From a monkey trying to break out of the zoo to a bear driving a Mercedes. These are animal genius moments that will amaze you. Looks like this monkey wanted to take the phrase monkey business to a whole new level. And here we see the famous African carjacking lioness in her natural habitat. The bear was probably thinking, geez, I'm just trying to find my sunglasses and these humans are losing their minds.
Help me! Help me!
When a bear knows how to use a doorknob better than some humans, you know we're in trouble.
Are you playing games with me, huh?
Who knew monkeys could master technology? Next thing you know, they'll be posting monkey selfies on Instagram. I bet these bees are buzzing with pride after successfully cracking open that bottle. And this is some Oscar-worthy performance, Rover. I almost believed you weren't the culprit. Almost. I've seen toddlers with less enthusiasm for washing their hands. This cat is definitely setting the bar high. And I guess we can add Master of Can Opening to this parrot's list of talents. Looks like someone skipped Bird Brain 101 and went straight to advanced problem solving. Witty little feline covering up his tracks like a pro spy. Who knew cats were into espionage? That dog's got some serious hops. Can we recruit him for our intramural league? Elephants are always trunk in cheek. This one really knows how to top off a joke with a great hat trick. Raccoon knows what it wants, and it wants more back scratches. Can't blame it, we all love a good massage. I think we just witnessed the birth of the ultimate canine criminal duo. Barely catching that bread. Looks like this bear is quite the professional athlete. Birds these days, always up to something. First they steal your food, now they're stealing your tech.
Sí, y evidentemente.
Enjoying some solo playtime has never looked cooler. This pup is definitely the leader of his own sled gang. I'm taking notes. Genius pig move. Next up, how to get rid of the sound of human snoring. Any ideas? Wow, who is that stunning creature in the camera? Oh wait, it's just me. Am I living in an alternate universe where cats have become more obedient than humans?
Nice.
Friendship isn't just about sharing your lunch, it's also about celebrating your bond. I wonder if the bird thinks it's leading the parade, or if it's just following the leader for treats. Look at Mr. Perfectionist Bear, always going the extra mile to keep the streets safe. Is there anything he can't do? Gatorade should consider signing up that monkey as their new brand ambassador. I mean, who wouldn't want to drink like that? And here we have a cat who clearly prioritizes her beauty sleep over any domestic chores. Who can blame her?
Hey!
We bet that snail is feeling like $1,000,000 right now. A relaxing bath is all it takes to make their day.
Here we go!
And this is me attempting to escape my problems by rolling away from them. Take a bow, doggo. Not only are you adorable, but you've also mastered the art of the trust fall. If you think turning a butcher's knife into an axe is silly, you should have seen him trying to use that plastic shovel in the background first.
Dale vuelta.
How many rednecks does it take to pull a drowning dog out of a river? Apparently 5, with more on the way. Water is a magical liquid. That bobcat was dying, but a good Samaritan turned on his water hose and the life rushed back into the wildcat. Touching. If I didn't know any better, I would have thought that the koala bear was just taking a nap. Thank goodness there are people much smarter than me.
That's pretty good.
When this hawk converted to Christianity, it insisted on being christened and not baptized. A dunk underwater would have really messed up its feathers. While no doubt full of good intentions, it turns out that was a snapping turtle. So, for doing the right thing, his interior was torn to shreds. Maybe it's just me, but does it not look like a map of a Fortnite level that she's walking on to return the catfish? Where's her hang glider? This whole video puts Finding Nemo to shame. Walt Disney is turning over in his grave right now. Javier kissed that female dolphin. I don't guess there's any point in telling him that she's already spoken for.
Oh my God!
That golden retriever really took that fetch game a little too seriously. Tread on the ice at your own risk. While the video is a supreme display of humanity, my real question is, how bad did that tattoo on his knee hurt? I've always heard that cats land on their feet, so what's the rush? Who knows, it could just be practicing its base jumping. This video begs the question, what was he doing dressed for a frat party out on the beach with sharks?
Help me.
I don't know about you guys, but I want some of that tie-dye action that hippie was wearing. Still, tripping acid and bathing a dog is not advised. Maybe it's just me, but someone needs to fire the cameraman. Someone hand him a boom mic and tell him to keep it out of the shot. So it turns out that deer are more snowboarders than ice skaters, but the deer got an A for effort. I was in the Army for 5 years and I don't remember this part of the training, although I wish it would have been, because Bambi is not the enemy.
Oh my God.
A slow sloth and speedboats, always a winning combination. Sloths aren't slow, they're just really, really cool and don't hurry for anyone. Sometimes, every so often, it's not just the animals that are amazing. Human beings can be some pretty amazing creatures too. A moving rendition of Pirates of Penzance on ice. It's easy to see who the star of this performance truly is. Ronnie told us that it was a mixed breed. We should probably call PETA because that female Labrador won't ever be the same. What Sanjay didn't know is that the calf was in training for the Ironman triathlon and was quite peeved about the interruption. As a former soldier myself, it warms my heart to see warriors in the field of battle show their hearts. But what if that cat was an insurgent? Sure, Daryl's accuracy with the bucket seems impressive, but what Bruno was really after was a full contact back scratching. And folks, how about that dismount? I don't know about you all out there, but I've never seen a frozen lake that looked like a terrible gravel job by the local landscaper. When that squirrel crossed the finish line of the half marathon, Hector showered him with water. He would have used champagne, but the squirrel is an alcoholic.
Help me.
So apparently, Whiskers went completely off the rails with his hide-and-seek tactics. Committed or crazy? You decide. Trapeze artists are a rarity in this day and age. Sometimes you get a graceful partner, sometimes you wind up with a water moccasin. That kangaroo's expression is priceless. He's probably wondering why he didn't stick to boxing with Jake Paul instead. If you're thinking you're having a bad day, imagine being this poor squirrel trying to enjoy a peaceful snack while being tormented by a tiny furry thief. That's one way to win a boxing match. Just push your opponent out of the ring. It's like watching a real-life game of cat and mouse, except in this case, the cat doesn't stand a chance. Move over, Angry Birds. This guy just started in the real-life version of the game. He definitely took out his frustration on that rooster. Who needs invisibility cloaks when you have a spider tail? Take that, Harry Potter! This croc needs to work on his culinary skills because that turtle was not an easy bite to swallow.
I'm dying. Help me.
The goat clearly didn't get the memo that headbutting is not an acceptable way to end an argument. Someone needs to teach him some manners. Looks like that German Shepherd just got a free lesson in donkey diplomacy. I may not be Simba, but even I know that messing with that situation was a roaring bad idea. You should have stayed away, bro.
Help me.
So I take it that Dumbo lost his magic feather in midair and wound up in the well again. Ah, that circus life. Folks, there is a very thin line between bravery and stupidity. Which side of that equation do you think this person falls on? I've only played whack-a-mole at Chuck E. Cheese. Apparently, this real-life version is much better than the original. What was initially a horse rescue nearly became a human rescue. Because if that front-end loader would have been 2 seconds faster, yikes! It appears that this particular Budweiser Clydesdale got into a 12-pack or 3 and wound up taking an accidental dip in the local canal. We'll take a break from this Tour de France action while the bicyclists take a breather and rescue a caribou with antlers that could impale an elephant. Sometimes the gentle touch of an excavator bucket is all Bambi really needs. The mud bath really made his coat exquisite though. While it appears these caribous were battling, the truth is the green grass was the illegal kind. Tell me I'm wrong after they are unlocked. It touches me to see a gaggle of people come together to save one of Mother Nature's natural wonders. Because that turtle is basically a dinosaur.
Nice.
What's even more impressive is that Julio was actually looking for his keys after a long night on the town. Turns out they were under the puppies. If these animals have touched your heart or tickled your funny bone, go ahead and hit those like and subscribe buttons and we'll keep them coming. One thing seems to be universal: a mother's love for their child and a child's love for its mother. The true meaning of unconditional. You have to wonder, how did the hawk make it into the house? Because he appears to be on the wrong side of the glass. Unless they're raising hawks with huge talons. In the battle of kangaroo versus dog, the outcome was never in doubt. I mean, have you seen those ripped kangaroo muscles? That crow just learned that it is not wise to mess with a mother's love or her feathered fury. I guess that's one way to make a squirrel pancake. Bon appetit, horsey. This is what happens when you mess with the birds. You get the poop. Here's what we call a Frogger coaster. The snake pulls the frog's leg, the frog holds on tight, and the audience screams in excitement. Go, goose, go! Scare that gorilla so bad, he'll be afraid of birds, bees, and even butterflies for the rest of his life. Looks like that little turtle has a bit of a drinking problem. A drinking problem for the lion, that is. Did you just try to mess with a tiger? Oh, come on, don't laugh at me, I'm still learning. There's a cat out there that's more dramatic than your ex. It kept bugging a crab until it got what was coming to it. Scratch that. From fierce guard dog to drama queen in a split second, this pup proves that emotions can be just as unpredictable as its bark. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to rumble? Because these two are about to throw down in the octagon. It's gonna be epic. Michael Jordan who? The GOAT title now belongs to a goat. Don't believe me? See for yourself. This heron's ego got roasted like a T-Series diss track. One nibble from the opponent and he learned his lesson. Was that dude apologizing or getting down on one knee? The animal kingdom is so weird. I wouldn't be surprised if squirrels start driving cars. This is the prototype for Red Rover Extreme Nature version. He lost points for pulling on the deer's ear, but definitely points for style. The life of a boat captain is a lonely existence, so he'll take a friend wherever he can get it. And I do mean wherever. They're now engaged. Sonic the Hedgehog hit the skids not too long after the Sega Genesis became obsolete. Try as he might, he just can't seem to get enough of those gold rings. Who says that bears aren't cogent thinkers? Because that furry thing looked down and consciously let go knowing he'd be safe. The people's safety is in question though. I guess this brings a whole new meaning to the term down under to this Australian marsupial. Coming from the rest of the herd behind Davy, man, we told you not to put your tongue on the flagpole. I don't even want to know how you froze your tail. This is the Ukraine's secret weapon in their battle against Russia. No one can resist the charms of a puppy, and they get distracted while the Ukrainians move in. My question is, how did the goat get up there to begin with? Beta testing zip lines? Or does that goat have an NBA-type vertical leap? While there's no question this woman is very sweet, I think I would have reconsidered washing the hands of a kangaroo in a dust bowl. And the tug-of-war battle, surprisingly, came down to a photo finish. The judges ruled it a tie. I'm sure those lions were just testing the strength of that tree branch. It's all part of their elaborate plan for world domination. Looks like that lion didn't do his research on who the real heavyweight champion of the animal kingdom is. Because of deforestation, the jaguar has been forced to take to the water for sustenance. Thank God for good people in the right place at the right time. The men up on top forced Abdul to put on pants for fear that the pigeon would see up his dashiki and drown himself on purpose. This could have gone all Evel Knievel really quick. This time the ramp would have got the worst of it. Thank goodness for fast twitch muscles. Flipper's ego got to him. They said he was faster than lightning. He thought he'd be the same way on the sand. Epic fail. A moving rendition of Pirates of Penzance on ice. It's easy to see who the star of this performance truly is. Hint, it ain't the guy with the rope.
Here we go!
Terry the Turtle took his commitment to a friendly game of hide and seek to the next level, and it nearly took him out. Sometimes when you win, you lose. You learn something new every day. Who knew that when deer get scared, they freeze up like a possum? I wonder if they play dead too. While a kind gesture, the person with the water hose actually wound up frying pigeon eggs on the sidewalk later. Well, I wonder if the macaws are telling that woman what they want to eat from McDonald's too. They're talkative and demanding.
That was legitness.
Extreme Jenga, brick and mortar feline version. It's at the beginning stages, but Milton Bradley think they have a hit on their hands. Not to knock the man's effort or anything, but would it not have just been easier to grab the little guy and move him off the road? The Hunchback of Greater Dane. This dog's recovery inspired the original Hunchback of Notre Dame to rehabilitate himself too. Now he's Brad Pitt. If you think turning a butcher's knife into an axe is silly, you should have seen him trying to use that plastic shovel in the background first. How many rednecks does it take to pull a drowning dog out of a river? Apparently 5, with more on the way. You think hippos are deadliest in the water? Watch as this elephant makes them look like a bunch of oversized floaties. I didn't know bears had such mad wrestling skills. Maybe they should start their own league. Hey there, little cat. Let me take a whiff of you. Oh dear, when was the last time you cleaned up? You stinky thing. Well, that was a catastrophe waiting to happen.
I'm dying. Help me.
At least the tigers didn't get their paws on any real prey. When it comes to territory, the dogs are the real PewDiePie. They rule the game. I think we just witnessed the newest rivalry in the animal kingdom. Who will win the next round, rabbit or dog? Looks like the fox was outfoxed by the eagle. Don't worry, buddy. You'll get him next time. And now we're about to turn the intensity up to 11. Don't be a Debbie Downer. Hit that subscribe button and join the fun. Who knew monkeys had such a strong sense of justice? You mess with one of them, you mess with all of them. Someone needs to tell that duck that is not the be-all and end-all of cat entertainment. Ah, the classic case of curiosity biting you on the tongue. These buffaloes should have taken a hint from the turtle's "don't mess with me" attitude. I'm pretty sure this mongoose thinks it's a lion too. It's like the ultimate case of fake it till you make it. I can almost hear the goose yelling, "Stop the madness! You two are acting like a couple of bird brains." And just like that, the bear realized his gym membership didn't include self-defense classes. This just in, Puppy's reign of terror on the beach has officially ended. The crabs have spoken. I don't think the croc was planning to eat the horse. He was probably just inviting him for tea. But alas, the horse missed out on some delicious tea time. Did that tiger really think the porcupine was a furry snack? Rookie mistake. Let's hope he brushed his teeth after that encounter. That's one way to settle a farmyard feud. Let the duck have the last quack. R.I.P. Rooster, you were poultry in motion. The python thought it could handle the boar's baby, but ended up getting a taste of its own medicine. Bear 1, python 0. Are they fighting or playing? Nah, it's just two species proving that friendship has no boundaries. Move along, speciesists. I'm dying to know who the real culprit is here. The mischievous monkey or the barking dogs? Don't leave me hanging. Share your intel in the comments. Shout out to these pups for taking their home security job seriously. I'm sure that snake won't be showing his scaly face around there again anytime soon. Looks like Mama Lion was not going to let Papa Bear have a picnic lunch with the cubs. I don't know about you, but I'm getting some serious Mama Bear vibes from this fierce giraffe mom. All hail the reptilian rulers! Who needs a battle royale when you can watch crocs and pythons duke it out in the wild? In a world where tigers and dogs coexist, one tourist's noise is all it takes to ruin everything. Congrats on being that guy. Who knew those cute striped ponies could be so nasty? Zebras be like, "I'm not a horse, I'm an a-hole." When the bobcat saw the squirrel flipping around, it must have thought, "This ain't the meal I ordered, but it'll do." Come on, cat, don't be so catty. I just want to hang out with you. My bad, I thought we could be friends. Maybe that horse should reconsider its life choices if it can't even take on a chicken. Well, that was a no-brainer. I mean, it's not like the killing machines could have just, I don't know, killed the giants or anything. The bull may have held on, but in the end, the yak proved to be the real beefcake. Sorry, Taurus, you got served. Oh, the irony. The snake thought it was the Serpent King, but it got schooled by a pint-sized mongoose. The ego's a slippery slope. I didn't sign up for this. Must have thought the poor fish caught in the middle of the black cobra versus monitor lizard battle royale. Even Markiplier's Try Not to Laugh challenge couldn't contain the laughter at this rhino's poop show. Poor guy, he tried. Iguana thought it was having a peaceful day until the raccoon showed up like an overexcited WWE wrestler. Water is a magical liquid. That bobcat was dying, but a good Samaritan turned on his water hose and the life rushed back into the wildcat. Touching. If I didn't know any better, I would have thought that the koala bear was just taking a nap. Thank goodness there are people much smarter than me.
That's pretty good.
When this hawk converted to Christianity, it insisted on being christened and not baptized. A dunk underwater would have really messed up its feathers. While no doubt full of good intentions, it turns out that was a snapping turtle. So, for doing the right thing, his interior was torn to shreds. Maybe it's just me, but does it not look like a map of a Fortnite level that she's walking on to return the catfish? Where's her hang glider? This whole video puts Finding Nemo to shame. Walt Disney is turning over in his grave right now. Javier kissed that female dolphin. I don't guess there's any point in telling him that she's already spoken for. That golden retriever really took that fetch game a little too seriously. Tread on the ice at your own risk. While the video is a supreme display of humanity, my real question is, how bad did that tattoo on his knee hurt? I've always heard that cats land on their feet, so what's the rush? Who knows, it could just be practicing its base jumping. This video begs the question, what was he doing dressed for a frat party out on the beach with sharks?
I'm dying. Help me.
I don't know about you guys, but I want some of that tie-dye action that hippie was wearing. Still, tripping acid and bathing a dog is not advised. Maybe it's just me, but someone needs to fire the cameraman. Someone hand him a boom mic and tell him to keep it out of the shot. So it turns out that deer are more snowboarders than ice skaters, but the deer got an A for effort. I was in the Army for 5 years and I don't remember this part of the training, although I wish it would have been, because Bambi is not the enemy.
Oh my God.
A slow sloth and speedboats, always a winning combination. Sloths aren't slow, they're just really cool and don't hurry for anyone. Giraffes are such gentle giants, and this one just wants to show some love.
Oh, wow.
I'd give anything for a giraffe hug too.
Yeah, no, he's acting like a boyfriend.
It's just too cute how the hippo follows his human around like a puppy. He's so clingy, yet so cute. Watch out, this lioness is giving out some serious cuddle attacks. Here's what happens when Judge Judy lets the little dog decide its owner.
Madam, listen to me carefully. Put the dog down. Put the dog down.
The courtroom turns into a cuteness overload. If this doesn't melt your heart, you may need to check if you have one, because the connection between this lion and his human mother figure is pure magic. Even the king of the jungle needs some love and affection from time to time. That hug was roarsome. This is what happens when your besties come to visit you after a long time and you can't help but show them all the love and affection you've been saving up. When that adorable little pup was reunited with its beloved cow mama, my heart melted with joy. It's just too cute for words. A friend in need is a friend indeed. And these loyal elephants know it. The way they come running to their friend just proves it too. That's one big kitty cat. I hope he doesn't mistake his friend for a toy. Talk about a tearjerker. This chimp's emotional outburst upon reuniting with his foster parents is just too precious. And it's time to spread your wings and give your caretaker a big old duck hug. That's some feline and human team spirit right there. Who needs a dog when you can have a tiger as your BFF? Tightly embracing his human, this bear knows how to give a hug that will make you real good. I'd give tons of hugs to that adorable monkey for making that old woman feel loved. Watching this little elephant's reaction to the woman is just too sweet. I can't help but smile. Aw, that pelican knew just who to turn to for a hug. What a sweet moment. Let's all take a moment to appreciate the pure joy on that little fox's face as she runs towards her rescuer. Heartwarming, right? Who needs a bad day when you can watch this hyena's reunion with his owner? One of the cutest things you'll see today, I bet. Is this a tiger or a big golden retriever? Somebody please tell me because I can't believe my eyes. Are these lions for real? Why are they all so snuggly and cute? Did they forget they're supposed to be fierce beasts? Just when you thought the lion couldn't get any more adorable, along comes this woman who cuddles with him like he's her furry best friend. Is it just me, or do those cows look like they're in paradise with their heads in his lap? Seeing that bear hug his human after so long made my heart melt. What a precious reunion. Silly chimp jumping for joy. Looks like he missed his pal more than his daily banana treat. Horses have a way of tugging at your heartstrings, don't they? This video is adorable. Holy bananas! This gorilla still remembers his caretaker after 5 long years. Talk about a strong bond. My cat is up for grabs. I'm upgrading to the feline equivalent of a monster truck. This sea lion seems to have found its soulmate in the diver. Who says friendship can't cross species? When wolves greet their human pals, they skip the handshake and go straight for the snuggle. With tears in his eyes, this chimp just couldn't bear to leave without one last hug goodbye. Pure love and devotion. This kangaroo was determined to cheer up the downhearted lady, so he pulled out all the hops and stops to make her smile. The man was gone for 2 months, and when he finally returned, the lions threw a surprise party for him. Talk about a cuddlefish! This dolphin's slippery hugs are fantastic and wholesome. Forget cat videos, we've got lion cuddles. This just goes to show that even the king of the jungle needs a little care sometimes. Don't let the long face fool you. This donkey is over the moon to be back in the company of his favorite biped. It's like a family reunion, but with a wild twist. The former keeper better prepare for some serious snuggle time with his furry friend. Well, it's official, folks. This lioness has been crowned Queen of the Cuddles. Long live the snuggly royalty. Well, 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 it looks like this horse is feeling a little smoochy today. Get a room, you two. I've got to hand it to you, that surprise attack was absolutely precious. Who needs a teddy bear when you have a dolphin with such excellent hugging abilities? The dog stares blankly for a few seconds, then cocks his head to one side as if to say, "Wait a minute, I know you." The man was greeted by a stampede of lions who were more excited to see him than a kid at a candy store. And this little guy has figured out that if he sits on his hind legs and looks up at his human with his big round eyes, they can't resist giving him head pats. In today's news, a goose cautiously approached a human. Upon closer inspection, the goose confirms the person's identity and celebrated with joyful honks. The lion snuggles up to the woman and purrs contentedly, as if he's just found his new best friend. The donkey and the girl met again, and the love was as strong as ever. The donkey even shed a tear, but let's keep that our secret. And this furry friend missed his human so much that he showered him with non-stop face licks upon the reunion. "I'm not crying, I just have something in my eye," exclaimed the chimp as he embraced his favorite human. Big man scratching big lion. Lion loves it. Crowd wonders who's taming whom. This glow-up is better than a glow-stick rave. The lions and their friendship with the man went from drab to fab in no time. When life gets tough, sometimes all you need is an understanding elephant to lean on and hug it out. The man froze as the tiger approached, but it was all for naught as the big cat tackled him in a friendly embrace. Oh, the audacity of this raccoon, jumping on unsuspecting humans just to get some treats. Can you blame him though? Who can resist a good snack? Well, I guess absence really does make the heart grow fonder, and the paws grow stronger. This is the ultimate buddy cop movie waiting to happen. Lions and humans teaming up? It's like Lethal Weapon, but with more fur.